Okay. You
Yeah.
have mentioned private trauma, like things that happen where people wouldn't know about it unless you informed
Hmm.
them.
That's good.
You
Yeah.
know, as you have built your ministry, built your profile, you've had some instances of public trauma. How has that, shaped the progression
Sure.
of your outlook on
Yeah.
life, your career? It touches everything, but,
Oh, yeah.
how has it impacted you?
Man, so continuing the story here, I went through my first divorce at 24. I had a 1-year-old daughter, started living with another single mom, kind of thought ministry was over. Once I got the divorce, the church, the pastor kind of disowned me, was like, hey, we'll maybe see you in another lifetime. Lost my entire community, lost everything, and really had to rebuild. I started working for Girl Scout Corporate and just thought, like, okay, I'll just be working for this nonprofit and it's all good. I ended up being invited to a meeting at a church called North Point Ministries here in Georgia. And huge, massive church, 7 campuses, 60,000 members all across Georgia. Got invited to a meeting, met with a couple people. They invited me to be a part of their church, helping to host on stage as like kind of like an MC. And that honestly is when I like really got my life together. I was like, oh snap, like I guess God still has ministry for me. So let me try to get serious about this for real, for real. And I would say that that's like the point in my life where I went from a fan of God to a follower of God. And it just totally wrecked me and changed me in so many ways. And then I got remarried. And I was like, this is my Cinderella story. I'm God's favorite. I actually married a pastor. I was like, yes, baby, we are crushing it. We were married for 8 years. Ended up starting a church about 3 years ago. We were the first African American global pastors at Hillsong. Hillsong ended up having a scandal. That was crazy. We got out, planted a church. And about a year after we planted the church, in September 2023, I get a call from my second husband that he was being extorted by someone that he'd hired for sexual favors. And unfortunately, it was not the first time in our marriage that this had happened. I thought that we had healed and moved on and went to counseling and all the things. And at this point, my platform, if you will, was pretty big. There was a lot of organizations I was connected to, TV networks, churches, organizations, nonprofits, all these people. And I'm a vulnerable person already. I'm already transparent. And I just felt like I needed to be honest out loud, like I've always been honest out loud. And so I posted a statement and said, I'm choosing to end my now second marriage. I recently found out additional infidelity after years and years of discovering so many different things that my ex-husband was doing with other women and with his porn addiction that I didn't know about, all these things. And that's when everything went super public. And I tell people all the time, divorce is treacherous. It's a horrible thing. It's a ripping, it's a severing. Divorce in public will dang near kill you. These past 2 years have probably been the hardest, heaviest years I've just ever experienced. The level of grief, the level of anger. I'm like a Teletubby inside. I don't really even get mad like that. But I have just really had to hold some very extreme anger. And people have asked me online and socials and all the things like, how have you done it? And how have you rebuilt things? And what does it look like? And I just tell people it's because I didn't heal online. I healed with my people. I healed offline. I stood on stages for years and then I stepped down. Not because I did anything wrong, because I didn't, but because I just think that healing doesn't happen online. I mean, unless your counselor is online, okay? It happens eye to eye, shoulder to shoulder in the room. And that's what these last 2 years have meant for me.